How'd you find the pitch today, Mitchell?
A lot better than last year. Yeah, look, I think there's enough in it for bowlers throughout the day, and I guess we saw a couple jump off sort of newish sort of cracks towards the end even. So, and at the same time, a really fast outfield and a nice wicket if batsmen get in. So I think it's a good contest between bat and ball, is what we're after.
You saw cracks open up during the day bit, did you, already?
No, it looked like on the TV while we were sitting there that had Sean Marsh had one jump up. So yeah, I think if the weather's as hot as it's meant to be throughout the week, we could see a few cracks towards the end of the game.
Mitchell, how much did you guys as a team enjoy, I guess, getting back into the swing of the, I suppose, Australian way of playing cricket in those sorts of conditions, you know, having gone through what you did in Sri Lanka and obviously the South African tour, even though you went there?
Yeah, it's always nice coming back home and starting a summer of cricket at home, really. So it's I think there were a few nerves floating around the change room at the start of the day, but always exciting playing in Australia, playing in front of your home crowd. Playing at the WACA, it's a bit of a change to the start of the summer, but yeah, the boys really enjoyed it, and the way we finished the day, probably couldn't have asked for anything better.
And even that first over, you know, the way the ball flew through and seeing an opposition top order batsman not able to cover the bounce, that gave everyone a lift.
It's a lot nicer to bowl than Sri Lanka, that's for sure. But yeah, look, I think that's what you're after, is an even contest between bat and ball. And as I said, the bowls there was something in it throughout the day. I think yeah, if you put the ball in the right area and made the batsman play, you felt like your catches were always in the game. So yeah, I think there'll be enough in it throughout the whole Test match if you're willing to put the ball in the right area for often enough. And at the same time, if batsmen get in or want to take on the game like David did tonight, there's plenty of runs out there as well.
Vernon Philander was saying things could get nasty and heated, and Dale staying through and talk of decapitating snakes. How nice is it to be well and truly on top after a day after so much tough talk?
Yeah, it's only early days. It's you can't really judge it until both teams have had an innings of cricket. So, as I said before, you couldn't have asked for much more on day one of the summer. It's to bowl South Africa out with a pretty experienced lineup, then to finish the day at none for 100. Yeah, we're very happy with that, and move on to tomorrow and try and dominate that day as well.
Ben and Sammy, then Rob.
Mitch, how much of a lift was it for you to start so well in that first over, you know, having not played for a while and everything, like it all just sort of seemed to click into gear straight away?
Oh yeah, I think still trying to get some of that rhythm and smoothness back, I guess, but yeah, to get through 18 and a half overs for the day, it was yeah, it felt good. Felt in a good place. My speeds were reading okay as well, so yeah, personally, I guess happy with the role that I played, and I think we did bowl really well in partnerships for a long time. I think there were little stages where we probably bowled a little bit too short or a little bit too full, where they got away and batted well with a couple of partnerships through the middle there. But as I said before, to bowl South Africa out for under 250, it's a pretty good day for the bowlers.
Happy working the field today?
Yep, all good. Yeah, our catching. Yeah, it was. I think there's been a little bit made of I guess our fielding, and we always put a lot of work into that, and the boys held on to some tough chances from the first over. Really, Marshy's catch there was as good as he's taken, and I think that probably lifted the boys a bit as well. So yeah, our catching was good today. Fielding was pretty good. I don't think there were too many blemishes there. So it's overall it's a pretty good day.
How much confidence does it give the team when you see David Warner go out there and blast 70 odd already, and Lee's only down to 140?
Yeah, absolutely. It's the way he can change the game there with his little flourish of runs there. It's what he does so well for us. You can, I guess, be in little tough stages where he manages to get through them and comes away with, what is he, 60 odd overnight. So yeah, look, that's as I said, to be none for 100, and you've got Sean Marsh building a solid partnership with Davey there. It's fantastic for the team going into the night like that, and hopefully they can come out and play the same way tomorrow.
Do you think the South Africa quicks got a little bit carried away with the short stuff there in their innings, seeing the ball fly through? Yeah,
I think we saw on the TV there at some point through those 20 overs, about 88% of their balls were too short. So that's probably something we spoke about was making sure we're hitting those stumps and bowling a little bit fuller and not getting a bit too carried away with that bounce. So they were probably a little bit shorter than we were, and that's resulted in being none for 100. So we're happy with that.
Is there any sort of pep talk from Steve after he lost the toss, and did you sort of really envisage that 4 wickets in the first hour was possible?
No pep talk. we just went out there and did our job. So I think we bowled really well in those partnerships and brought the catches into the game, and Josh bowled really well from the other end to get a couple of early breakthroughs as well. So I think the bowling group's done a really good job overall on day one of the summer.
And what was the reaction like in the rooms for that review of Warner's LB that was a no ball?
Yeah, pretty happy with the fact it was a no ball, weren't we? Otherwise it's out.